Well, good afternoon, everyone. Uh, Welcome to the Mr. Brown Show. It's Friday. Is it Friday? Friday the 5th, the 6th? Okay. Friday, September 6th. But you know what? I care. I had class today. I actually had a music class. I had two music classes. Actually, I have a music class via the online through the VA. And you know what I'm going to do? This what I got playing in the back is really good. There you go. You need to hear that. Start your weekend off, huh? Um, Fat Burger. That's all I'm gonna give you about the song, the artist. Listen. So I had a couple classes. I had one class, it's a music class, through the VA of Durham, North Carolina, that has classes through their rehabilit rehab services and therapeutic services, and I missed that. But I also had a class at Fayetteville State that I'm registered for. I didn't feel like going. I just didn't have the energy. I signed up for an applied bass class, and if you're not, if you didn't know, I play bass. It's blue instrument right here, blue one right here. Let me just take the blue guitar. You see, it looks like a guitar. It's four strings. Normally with a guitar has six strings. Well, this has four bass, and so it's an acoustic bass. And I um, I signed up for applied bass. And a while ago, a couple years ago, I had taken up bass guitar, and I when my children were taking lessons, my youngest son Brian was taking piano, and um, Joseph I think was taking violin, and Omar I think had some interest in piano, but he kind of dropped off from that. Um, Joseph got more involved with baseball and football. Brian stayed with the piano, and so anyway, I had bass lessons. I took bass lessons. Um, I so I had those music classes today. I had a music class today. Both of those classes I didn't go to. I'll go to it Monday. Um, I got a percussion class. I think I'll apply percussion. I'm doing xylophone and glockenspiel. In case you all wonder what a glockenspiel is, it's actually a metal version. You actually played it when you were in elementary school. When you thought it was a xylophone, but it's actually called a glockenspiel. It's metal keys. The xylophone uses wooden keys. Anyway, so I said, okay, great. I missed that, but I'll go ahead and be there. I'll be there Monday for sure. Um, and I'll do my applied, like I said, do the xylophone thing, Monday. I just stayed home today just to get some rest. I don't really think I got much rest, but I had something happen today. And, first, before I go any further, did you thank God for waking you up this morning? Because I almost didn't. And guess who reminded me? I was sitting here, and my youngest son came to me and said, "What's going on?" And I told him I was just feeling sad. He says, "Who you feeling sad for? God woke you up this morning. Everything you've done, up to this point in your life, God has blessed you. He's brought you through. You're here. You're here for a reason. You're here for a purpose." That came from a 15-year-old who's having issues with marijuana, having issues with vaping, having issues with gangs. but he's trying hard to try to break away, trying to lessen his intake of marijuana and lessen his intake of vaping. So that came from him. And that came from a lot of prayer about him. And I'm still praying. I know that God's going to deliver him from that. Going to make him a quality young man in the eyes of God. Did you thank God for waking you up this morning? Did you thank God? Because a lot of people didn't get that opportunity. A lot of people didn't make it. Remember that God's got you in the palm of his hands no matter what's going on in your life. God blessed me today. He gave me a tremendous blessing. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jehovah Jireh, my Lord, my provider. He blessed me this morning. Blessed me with a beautiful blessing. So he blessed you with life. You're breathing. You're walking. You're talking. You're not laying up in a hospital bed like I was laying up in a hospital bed for a week last week. Hey, getting stuck by needles, getting blood drawn from me every 6 hours. Hey, getting my blood sugar checked every 6 hours. Hey, let me tell you something. It ain't fun. Getting blood thinners or getting so make sure you don't have you don't get blood clots. They give you a needle in your stomach. Hey, if you ain't going through that, God has blessed you. You believe me, if you're hearing this ain't no coincidence that you're hearing it. There's no such thing as coincidences. Anyway, well, I see that the young man who did the shootings in Georgia has confessed. And basically, he was confessing before they even read him his Miranda rights. They read him his Miranda rights, and he still kept talking. He kept talking so well. He indicted his own dad, his own father, saying, "Yeah, my dad gave me the gun. He bought or gave it to me as a Christmas present." And lo and behold, in the wake of the Michigan shooting that happened in the state of Michigan, where the parents were prosecuted for negligence for giving their son a gun, knowing that his behavior was the way it was, destructive, bordering violence. He talked about violence. He talked about killing. He talked about all these things, and they still bought him a gun. Well, the same thing with this boy. He talked about it. He was on the radar of the FBI a year ago at another school. And what happened was they came and questioned him and asked him about it, and they didn't have enough information or enough evidence to press charges against this young man. And they asked his father about, does he have access to guns? And they said, there are guns in the house, but he doesn't have access to them. Anyway, 58-year-old father's been charged with multiple charges resulting in cruelty to children, manslaughter, couple other things. What does the boy look at? Well, the boy is probably looking at one. He's looking at two sentences possible, because in the state of Georgia doesn't give minors the death penalty. So he's not looking at the death. He's not looking at the death penalty, but he's looking at life in prison without parole, and he's looking at life in prison with the possibility of parole. My bet, if I was betting, he ain't gonna see the light of day. He'll die in prison. He won't get a chance for parole. His dear old dad that he threw under the bus, he's looking at a total of 180 years in prison. Let me say that again. The father is looking at a total of 180 years, 180 years, not days, 180 years in prison. You're welcome, Dad. That boy threw him, man. He threw his dad under the bus. I don't know what his dad did to him, other than buy him that weapon. I don't know what he did to make him so pissed, but I don't know. I don't know. His trial's going to come up, and I think hopefully it'll be a slam dunk, since the boy's already just about confessing, and he's probably gonna plead guilty. That ain't gonna save you. He ain't gonna save his butt. He ain't gonna save his butt. He's gonna wind up, like I said, he ain't gonna see the light of day. And his dad is gonna die. And if his dad gets convicted of these charges, he may not get 180, but he'll probably get 80. And he's 56 or 58. He's gonna die in prison. So you parents out there, if you know of your child has some type of dysfunction. I don't mean to be mean by saying that word. I don't mean to be mean or be funny. But if you see there's something going on with them and they're angry or they're being bullied in school, because this boy, they claimed that he was being bullied. The only problem was he transferred from one school that he was allegedly being bullied at, and this was his second day at the new school, and he would have been shot the place up. He didn't even have a day to get to meet anybody. He didn't even get a chance to have a chance to be bullied, to get angry at anybody. He went up in there and just said, "Hey, I'm just gonna shoot up some people," and he did it. And now he's paying the price. Unlike most cowards that do it, he basically didn't want to die. And I guess at facing down the barrel of a gun, he realized that he realized that hey, I don't want to die. I don't want to die by what I've just been doing. I've been doing I did to 4 people that already. I killed them. So he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to die by suicide by cop. But like I said, he's not going to see the light of day. And probably most likely he'll probably commit suicide while he's in prison. Very, 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 very short after he's sentenced, he'll probably commit suicide. His father, he may just go ahead and follow suit and kill himself in prison too. Because like I said, no, he may not get 180 years, but he's going to get over 60. He's going to get about 80. So, it's a shame. For you parents out there, if you know if your child's going through or being bullied or is almost to the brink where they don't know what to do, they're angry at their classmates, get help, get it noted in the record that they're seeing somebody, seeing the doctor, seeing a psychologist, seeing a psychiatrist about their problem. Make sure that the principal and the powers that be at the school know about this. You may have to pull the child from that school and send them to an alternative school, or you may have to get classified, certified by the school board, maybe do homeschooling. I don't know, but don't let this happen to you, because this is the second case resulting in parents being charged. And the first case in Michigan, they got convicted. So it's a good probability. If you know what probability is, a chance that this man, the father of this boy, he's going up the river too. So listen, if you know your child needs help, get him or her help, and get it quick, and let the powers that be let them know that they're getting help, because you don't want to be the fall in line in the state that you're in or whatever state you're in, and have them say, okay, let's see if we can charge the parent. And I'm talking about criminal. I'm not talking about civil. That's another thing. But anyway, let's change the subject. What are you guys doing? How was your Labor Day? So short, wasn't it? It was just last Monday, wasn't it? Now you're looking at now it's off to the races now it's like, oh, we're back to work, we're doing this. Some people went back to work yesterday. Some people actually probably got back from the Labor Day and went to work today. But whatever, it's back to the races. It's on. It's a new season. So what do you plan to do? How do you plan to get through the rest of this year? We got less than 60 days now to the election coming up in November. Um, hey, you got the debate coming up this Tuesday. How about that? Between Vice President Harris and Trump. Can you imagine what that would be like? I mean, she's the type of woman that will get up in there and literally, I could see her before the cameras go on. She just says, "You try any of that crap that you want to try, I will literally kick your you know what." And she would probably do that before the cameras go on, the sound goes on, the audio goes on. She'll probably tell him that. she'll probably tell him that. And if he does, she probably may do it. You're looking in for a good fight, y'all. It's gonna be a fight. She's a debater. Trump isn't. Trump is a complete moron. And he speaks off the cuff of his sleeve. He doesn't think about what he has to say, what he needs to say. He doesn't stay on script as they put it. She's gonna mop the floor with him. Now, does that mean that she possibly can come out there and win the election? Statistics have shown people who have won debates in the past and didn't necessarily win the election. But that's where everybody, if you're going to vote for who you're going to vote for, talk to people, try to convince people to vote for this particular candidate that you want to vote for. I don't know. You may be for Trump. I don't know. You may be for Harris. I don't know. Whoever you're going to vote for, just vote. A lot of people are just going to sit this one out from the way it actually looks right now, from the way that this guy acts. And then just today, they said that Lynn Cheney, her father, the vice president, Vice President Cheney, Dick Cheney, will vote for Vice President Harris and Tim Walz. And he's committed to voting for her and her VP select. So, and Dick Cheney he's a starched Republican. I mean, do or die. He's definitely that. He's gonna go out there and he says, "Hey, this is who I'm voting for." That's how much he hates Trump. I mean, I'm just wow. I'm amazed. I'm surprised he hasn't invited Trump on a hunting trip. Those of you who know history, you caught that joke. You caught that joke. Anyway, it's the Mr. Brown Show. Shout out to BroncoRadio.com, where every second of the day an artist is live. BroncoRadio.com. We're proud to be. Yeah. Welcome to the Mr. Brown Show. Let me know what's going on. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know if I talk too much or I should change the subject. But know this. Know that God has you in his hands. Know that God is watching over you. Please know that no matter how sad you may get, no matter how bleak things look, trouble doesn't last always. It doesn't. Trouble does not last always. So you just know that. It's Mr. Brown Show.